mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
I do this for the family, I might just flow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. Show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep where you from? Where you post, department, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar. One man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could.
Well, Coach, no. But still a very chilly December day in Philly. Winter coats and hot chocolate abound here at Lincoln Financial Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run on first down. Benjamin. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a give right side. Benjamin looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Benjamin. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a first down throw. Cunningham dancing to his left. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On first down, Benjamin. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. They'll roll him out right. This will be caught at about the 5. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Ready, 90 Wolf. Let's go, man. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Under Leo. Let's go.
Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they're backed up against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the 3rd level before you know it.
Look at me, zipper.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 85 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. It's a throw on 2nd down. Cunningham forced out to his left. He'll run it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on.
The Vikings after him, and And they get there for the sack. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
They'll get 34 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. Go to base. Defense, let's go.
Now Cunningham. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Back to throw now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. These two teams all tied after 1. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement.
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. But a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Check 43.
On first down, it's Cunningham. Buying time to his left. Complete to Bryant. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Cunningham. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
44, Mike, 44. Let's go.
Now Cunningham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Travel. Check it out. Go. Banjo. On the ball.
A first down carry for Barkley. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Keeps himself upright. He can't get him down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Go. 30 base. Watch the screen. Speed driven.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left. He's got a man. Complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A first down run by Barkley unsuccessful as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
Team 6.
2nd and 11. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain there of 30 big ones. Now, that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a third to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Saquon Barkley, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On 1st down, Benjamin. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Cunningham to throw. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Cunningham from the gun, escaping the pressure right. That throw right sideline is complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They'll run on 1st down. Benjamin. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd down now, Benjamin. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cunningham. Steps away to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Love. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Come on. Check 13. Check 13.
Right back to him on first down. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Exit. Right there. 54, right there. Yeah.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
He's got his tight end Fant, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
60 outlaw. 56. Push him back. Push him back now.
They'll set up a throw. Throw left side, complete to Moss. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Complete to number 87.
Ready.
This quarterback now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete in the end zone.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On first down, Barkley. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Down. 60 or. Hey, Charlie. Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4. Tighten up. Pull together.
He'll look to throw. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's the fullback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man. 2nd time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again. And how about the end result? Finishes it off in the end zone.
Touchdown, great run, and the score. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Cunningham. Flush to his right. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. We're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for Philly. And even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
At the 15-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, Benjamin, and he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Eagles have retaken the lead. Point after, right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey! 56. Go!
2nd and 10. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Minnesota.
This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56 right there. Let's go.
Back to throw here. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Mark 56. Mark 56.
Hey. 56. Mike 56. Right there.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they'll be caught over the middle by Moss. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll look to throw again. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. 35's the mic.
Throwing again. Cunningham. being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A gain of 32 that time.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
They're going to look to throw. This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. In for the score, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Let's go one more. Check that.
To throw on second down, Cunningham eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
The Eagles on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Drew Kaiser now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give the biggest.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Cunningham flushed out right. He'll try and run it, and he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Cunningham looking to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Benjamin about 3 yards there to the 27.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Bravo! 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Go! Smooth!
He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Go! Right there, 54, right there.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Khalil Mack. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that can come back and get you.
Check 50.
Today's final score, Eagles 38, Vikings 31.
Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, you don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, yeah, call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See where this game here taking us, no barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the couch. Sanders, chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's Myself is ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war.